Welcome back, everyone, to the European Multikey tournament, the Multikey European tournament, where the maps have just a lot of key mods in it, and we are in the round of 24s. This is a match between cooheri and Notpx. It might be the closest match we have because those two players are the closest seeding wise actually. So this might be quite a close match actually. And looking at the seeding results, there's one player I don't recall, but I think this was actually Notpx who does have an advantage on the higher, on the lower key mods, while cooheri might be better on the 9k and 10k, but it might be the other way around. Anyways, we are in this second warm-up here, because we do already have first map warm-up, which has been already played. And okay, for this warm-up, this is a Flexo OD0 LN map, so quite usual 7k LN map here. So far, Korea having quite a lead actually here. But this is only warm up, and this is also a 9-star map, so this is far beyond from the difficulty of the pool here. So maybe this is not a map to pick to gather information, because obviously this is way beyond the pool's difficulty. And yeah, so far cooheri really having the advantage here, maintaining much more combo and much more accuracy, because Notpx does not manage to get that much combo and not that much accuracy. Like, it does not maintain that accuracy. It always decreases. Whereas for cooheri, it actually manages to maintain it, and it's actually over. That done, we can now get to the draft of the map pool. So here we can have a look at the map pool here, with one rice map and one LN map for each key mode from 4 to 10 here, with various difficulties and various skill sets. So we have the horses, and oh my god, Notpx actually rolling 100. Damn! There's someone who's quite lucky today here. Which means that Notpx we have the choice to be able to ban first, I think. Let me just check real quick the settings again, so that I'm sure I'm not which player is the more prominent player in 9K and 10K. So Notpx is the player which can have an advantage on the 9K and 10K maps here. So far, Notpx might ban something like 4K or 5K here. And it looks like Notpx is actually gonna be banning the 10K LN map, which I think is quite a good ban actually. I mean, looking at the 6K qualifiers, yeah, cooheri does actually have quite a comfortable lead here. So yeah, I think this is quite a logical ban. While cooheri, I think, might be banning something around like maybe 9K LN or 10K LN maps, I think. And it's actually gonna be banning the 9K Rice map, which is quite logical as well. Especially considering that in the qualifiers, the 9K and 10K maps were quite Rice heavy actually. So this is quite logical actually to ban the 9K map, I think. I think to Notpx's second ban, because I think there's 2 bans here. Is actually gonna be banning the 8K Rice map, which is a bit more surprising here. I mean, this is still quite a lower, I mean, quote-unquote lower key mod, and on top of that, this is not really 8K, this is more like 7K plus 1, so I definitely understand why this would favor cooheri, but maybe this is not the best ban, we'll see. And yeah, cooheri will be obviously banning the 10K Rice map as well. So it looks like we're gonna be having a much more LN-oriented match here. Going to the first pick. Cooheri will be picking out the 5K LN map, which is gonna be Timeline. Timeline, which is a more density-oriented 5K map. So I think this is quite a good pick for cooheri because this is quite a fast map and an oriented map. I think it can really pull something here against Notpx. But again, looking at the seedings, the scores were quite close. Even, I mean, in all key modes, with one player which have the advantage, but this was much closer than in the other matches. So maybe Notpx can pull up something. We have no audio here in the stream. Let's hope the streamer can fix this. And I mean, so far Notpx actually having the lead here, accuracy-wise here, but I mean, this is only the beginning of the map, so there might be some issues later on, combo-wise. We have to see. Though the map is actually quite short, and so far both players still have seen. Never mind! Never mind! Notpx actually dropping the combo here, allowing cooheri to actually build the lead here. And for cooheri, still in the FC. And yeah, like Notpx actually needs to wait for a mistake from cooheri if he really wants to climb back up, but unfortunately Notpx is actually gonna be missing once again, and we're getting towards the ending of the map here. Actually does manage to maintain a really great accuracy there, but the thing is that if you do not maintain the combo, this is not gonna be enough. Yeah, or towards the ending of the map here, there is much less notes, much less difficulty here, and I think this is already over. I think that's sealed the deal already. And cooheri actually getting the first point here, though. I mean, look at the accuracy. Like, this could have gone like either way, because if Notpx even missed like maybe only once, or even got the FC2, this could have got the other royal one. So cooheri really does need to be careful on the accuracy side here. Okay, audio is back, fortunately. Now we're getting into Notpx's pick. And I mean, the thing is that we've seen in the qualifiers that it was more prominent in the 9K and 10K key modes. The thing is that now with the bans, you only get to pick 2 of them. Looking at the game's chat here, it looks like he's gonna be picking the 7K Bryce map actually. Oh, okay, Notpx is actually playing without the PRC. Okay, that's understandable why he struggles combo-wise with intensity. Especially because obviously the gaps are short, especially in this map. Oh, you're not sure? Okay. Yep. The 7K Rice map is actually gonna be being picked out by Notpx. We have to see. This is still quite one of the higher key modes, so I think this is not a bad pick whatsoever, especially considering that it does not have a lot of pick in the higher key modes. So, and especially looking at the star rating and the BPM, this might be a more skill cap oriented map. And the thing is that we know that often as worst players, those also have a lot of combos. So, but unfortunately, Notpx not having the better start here. So I mean, this might not change anything because the map is a little bit longer than the average and it is quite faster, so there's much more nodes to work with. And cooheri actually trading back that miss, allowing Notpx to having a little bit of a lead here. Okay, and Notpx actually side trading the map. I mean, yeah, if he's side trading, that's quite logical that he actually messed up in the first in the intro of the map, just because he wasn't ready. And cooheri actually getting another miss. That's not gonna favor him a lot here. That's his own pick. Thing is that he can always try to have a breakpoint here. And yeah, sure, anti-mine block strat. The thing is that if this is a technical maps with, let's say, jets that can surprise you, then it's over, especially in shorter maps where if you miss, it's already over. And yeah, I think that's what happened here to Notpx. Those more technical parts with those streams along with those jacks, which made him unfortunately miss. And this is actually gonna be closing up the lead quite a lot, and this is actually flickering right now. I mean, not quite just yet, but I mean, he's still having the accuracy advantage, but the thing is that Cooheri is managing to pull up that lead. I mean, we don't know whatsoever what was the lead right now. It can be anyone's game here. And yeah, we're towards the ending of the map, and oh! I was just drinking my water and I see Notpx having the lead here, and yeah, Notpx actually having the lead here. And I do see some 3-bads from Cooheri's side. Maybe he rushed some patterns towards the ending. But yeah, Notpx actually managing to get the points here with 4 misses more than Cooheri, I think. Like, this is much... this thanks to his accuracy, and especially to 200 count here. 17 versus 42. This is quite impressive from them. Oh, Cooheri actually missed the ending, okay. Cooheri is actually gonna be responding with the 7k LN map, okay. The thing with this tournament is that since we have several key modes, often the players are gonna be choosing the key modes they are most comfortable with, so it is quite rare in this tournament actually that we see both players actually pick the same key mode here as we see here. I mean, there's still the rise versus inspiration here, so there still could be some possibility that one player is more comfortable than N or Rise than the other here. But I mean, we have to wait and see here. So far, Notpx actually having the better accuracy here. The thing with this match is that even though Cooheri managed to get a better seeding than Notpx in almost every map, the thing is that this map pool is much easier, which means that the full combo is much more possible for both of the players, and if both players FC the map, it advantages Notpx with the better accuracy here. The thing is that you need to be consistent throughout the map, so that's why Notpx does not have to miss, and oh! It is actually traded back here by Cooheri, so maybe they do still have a chance here for a breakpoint. So the accuracy here is much closer than usual here. Halfway through the map so far, and this is still very close. Both players with same combo, with the same accuracy. There's not any way whatsoever that we can know who's having the lead right now. Oh, Notpx actually dropping here, allowing Cooheri to actually build up a little bit of a lead here. And this is not looking good for Notpx, because this is actually his own pick, allowing Cooheri to maybe get the breakpoint here. I mean, the thing with sight reading, um, it's quite. I mean, it's like a double-edged sword, because the thing is that if you do have the reading capability, you can be not surprised by the jacks and they really hit them well, but you need to have a good reading to not get surprised. So it's quite a double-edged sword here, I think, and Notpx actually dropping again. I mean, it is traded back here by Curry, but I think it's already over here for the map. Or better at game value, you side treat better as well. And yeah, this is actually quite close. I mean, the thing with that Notpx is that it's absolutely destroying Curry in the ratio department. But with maps, this difficult where both players does not manage to FC to combo, and the 200 count is too important here. And the Curry showed us why they're so good here, because of their consistency and the ability to get much more combo, and also the accuracy here, because even though they did not manage to get the better ratio here, the 200 count here was much closer than to Notpx, than earlier. Notpx is picking out the 6k Rice map, so along with the mods department, it looks like there's also gonna be a kind of Rice versus N match here, because so far we've seen that PX actually pick up the Rice maps, I think, here. And that's also why maybe they do not want to pick the 9k and 10k map, because the ones which are left are Helen maps. And here we go with Brain Frog. Nothing dangerous here for both players. The PX having the better accuracy here. The thing is that we're not still in the difficult parts of the map here. And we're hearing the difficulty of the maps here with those brackets, those double stairs especially. You really need the dexterity to hit them, because as well they're 150 BPM though, so this is quite fast speed for double stairs here. And those jacks here, I think this is 1/3 snappings here. Yeah. So far Notpx with the lead here. Both players still F'ing the map. Means that even though Notpx does have the better accuracy here, it is still quite close, even accuracy wise, because I mean, I don't even think Notpx does have to miss to give the lead back to Corey. I think even some misjudgments can do the job here. The Corey actually dropping a little bit of accuracy here, so Notpx being able to with a little bit of cushion to work with. And we have a little bit of break here. Both players get to see their scores. And oh! Notpx actually breaking on the jack here, allowing Curry to be able to take the lead once again. But oh, it is traded back by Curry, allowing Notpx to actually get the lead back here. And the Curry missing once again. Notpx, it looks like he's going to be having the point here. And now we're actually even two. We're two even. So anything is still possible for both of the players here. I think we have not seen a single breakpoint here. You're gonna be seeing the 4K LN map being picked by Corey, so it does indeed look like that there is actually much more of an LN versus right battle, either like a Kimod battle actually here. Because so far, like both players are actually small Kimod wise, because even though Notpx does have a little bit of a lead in the 9k and 10 kill side of things, we did not see those maps yet. And oh, Notpx not it's actually dropping in the very beginning of the map, and this is not gonna arrange his affairs. And I think this is a misread which happened there for Notpx, unfortunately, which was created to take a very prominent lead early on in the map. Thing is that this drop is actually quite early, so this is not gonna damage too much Notpx's score. The thing is that as long as Corey maintains the FC here, I don't think there is any chance there, especially considering that this is actually quite a dirty drop as well from Notpx at the beginning of the map. Because I'm looking at his accuracy, it's actually much lower than Corey is right now. And well, Notpx actually dropping once again, and this drop is actually causing much more damage to his core. My core is still holding on to the full combo here, and unfortunately Notpx actually dropping out again. Like there's already 3 drops from them in the map, even though we're only halfway through the map. That break, that's so unfortunate in the break section from Notpx. I think, I mean, I don't know if he's side-reading this map even. You can ask Darius for this, but yeah, he does have some drops and some breaks in here. The pit's actually dropping once and again, and Corey still F-ing the map. I mean, oh, that's so unfortunate. I thought about it too hard. I mean, that would have been so cool if he actually F'd the map, but that's not gonna be the case, unfortunately. Though, I mean, even though it dropped, I don't think this is gonna be barely enough to be able for Notpx to actually take back the lead, especially considering we're towards the ending of the map here. That's so unfortunate, this miss just at the ending of the map. Though this is still quite a really good score from Corey there. Quite a score from Notpx too, but unfortunately, in the end department, Corey having always that little bit of advantage here. Actually, this is quite a big lead and quite a big score difference here compared to the other maps here. Well, I mean, cooheri, sorry, not sorry. But anyways, we're gonna get to Notpx's pick here. Okay, we're actually finally getting to see the 10K Ellen map here. Eureka! The thing is that so far we've seen Notpx pick rice maps and actually win those rice maps. The thing is that this one is an Ellen map, even though this is 10K, I don't think this is entirely safe here. So we have to wait and see. Here we go with the 10K LN map. And oh, cooheri not having the better start here. Oh. Yeah, this might be a great pick for Notpx here. Though it is actually traded back here. The thing is that I'm not sure. The thing is that there's not much notes in the map, so if both players actually miss a lot, it's actually quite hard to see who's having the lead here, but I think Notpx is actually having a quite comfortable lead here, just by the fact that he's leading more combo. I'm noticing right now that I'm saying the word combo so much time, I feel like I'm in a standard tournament. Means that Notpx is actually having quite a bit of a lead here, having over 500 of combo here. It means that this map is actually the longest of the pool. It means that I think the misses and drops here actually damage quite a bit, even though this is a long map, considering how slow this is and how low the note count is. And so far Notpx actually building up the lead quite well. Cooheri getting a drop here. I think this is so far the biggest score difference we've seen. So far, both players holding pretty well on this section. Never mind! Notpx unfortunately dropping out. So even though he actually dropped, and both players actually trading each other, it means that the score difference here is just so big. And the thing is that since the map is actually quite long, I think Notpx is actually gonna be needing to drop much more, and cooheri actually rushing quite those patterns, and I think especially misreading those. Dropping out again. It's actually still building up the lead here. It's getting a drop from time to time. The thing is that he actually manages to reach the combo cap compared to cooheri, which allows him to get much more score. I think that seals the deal here. Notpx actually getting their third point here. And not a single breakpoint just yet, which is quite surprising. this is actually much more of an accuracy difference that I thought, because there's only, I mean, among the 7 bad which Guerrero got, there might be some end wrecks, though I thought there were gonna be more missed difference here. I mean, this mostly comes down to the accuracy here, actually. Uh, well, about the tiebreaker, I mean, I didn't even do my homework in terms of looking at the forum post and everything. So I don't even know what's the tiebreaker here or how it works. I know I don't. But anyways, we're not sure yet if there's gonna be a tiebreaker here. Yeah, absolutely. There's no way in the editor that we can make multi-key maps. Alright, the thing is that we can try make a 10-key map which have all the key maps. The thing is that this is mostly uncomfortable for most of the players, especially considering I think most of them use different keybinds for different keynotes, different skins, etc. And we actually get to see the 8-key team. I mean, yeah, the 8-key LN map being picked by cooheri here. And yeah, speaking of that, I think this is actually the case that you just play another map of the pool here. I mean, if I recall correctly, there's only in grand finals that there's an actual tiebreaker, I think, planned. And oh, I've not seen, but Notpx actually having the lead here. Train not managing to get that much of a combo here. This might not be the better pick for them. That section. Oh, cooheri actually managing to bet. Okay, never mind. But yeah, both players actually having quite a hard time on the map. They also got both the same accuracy, but Notpx having a little bit of a lead here, but nothing is safe just yet. We're actually dropping out on the intro of that pattern here, allowing Notpx to build a little bit of a cushion to work with. This might actually be a breakpoint, but there's still a quarter of the map left with those jacks along with those, and this is quite hard to coordinate here. And cooheri dropped so much here. I don't know what happened here, but this allows Notpx to build that much of a lead here. It does not. It does not manage to get even just a little bit of combo here. I think this is gonna be a breakpoint, the first of the match actually. And this is actually quite a hard time here for cooheri, considering this is actually Notpx's pick. And we might actually get to see the 9K LN map here. Or maybe the 6K Rice map. I think the 6K Rice map has not been banned yet. But I think this is either one of those two. Oh, yeah, the 6K map has been already picked. Okay, so there's only the 4K and the 5K map. Well, this is actually quite a tough choice here for Notpx because you can go the Ayoki mode route and pick the 9K LN map, or go the Rice route by picking the 4K or the 5K Rice map. And those 3 maps are actually the 3 maps left, so those 3 maps are actually, I think this is the advantage of Notpx are actually here. And is actually going to be picking out with X somewhere I'd rather be, which is the 9K 11 map being mapped by Curve. Now the map is actually gonna begin, and this is actually gonna be quite interesting. The thing is that I think Corey does have the chance to get the points here. The thing is that we've seen, even though they are not quite the hierarchy modes player, I mean, we've seen this in the 10K land map. The thing is that the 9K map is much slower and much more easy in terms of difficulty. Unfortunately, is actually already getting a drop here, which is not a good sign here. I mean, yeah, Curry really needs something, maybe like this Notpx drop here can save him. The thing is that, and both players actually trade back, but Curry actually getting the lead here. And the thing is that this map is actually quite short and there is so few notes here, so any mistake can change anything. And Curry actually built up quite a lead here, actually. The thing is that even though it looks like the lead is quite big, I actually think this is not that big of a lead here. Because I think any mistake, because let's say you literally rush or misread something, it can literally go to the other side. But the thing is that Notpx actually get another drop here. And this might be the pressure with which gets Notpx here. Korea actually trading back, but we might get to a kind of tiebreaker situation here. Don't worry, we're just gonna be seeing another map being picked out in the pool here. But still, tiebreaker hype here. And first of the tournament. And the score is actually quite close. I mean, the thing is that with so low amount of notes, obviously, even just the low amounts of mistakes are gonna matter. But still, I think this is closer than we think. And yeah, we already see the players who ask how the tiebreakers work. I get the reference of the 30K map. Part by Limac. Taiko. Well, if it was only on me, the tiebreaker would be a Rotino map. Yeah, I think now we're gonna be seeing either the 4K or the 5K rise map, and we're gonna be seeing 129 by Notpx, our good friend. I think this is the worst idea possible. This is like a warm-up. Oh, this can actually be quite a concept. Imagine the tiebreaker is actually your warm-up. Like, you submit a warm-up not for the beginning of the match, but the thing is that since there are two players, this cannot be already the case. Full Shrek movie 4K. Oh my god. This shot is so brain rotted. It's crazy, man. It's so scuffed. But anyways, let's get to the tiebreaker here. The 4K Rise map. Let's see which player is gonna win. And I think this is actually anyone's game here. Because we've seen that Notpx is actually quite a permanent Rise player. The thing is that this is quite technical, and with Curry's consistency, this can go either way. And so far both players F-ing the map. So I don't think both players are gonna FC the map. If this is the case, then I will jump off my chair. But so far Notpx actually having a little bit of a lead here, just by the matter of the accuracy here. The first couple of bursts are coming in for both of the players. You really need to hold strong and be consistent throughout all of the map here to not get any misjudgments. Because so far both players are FC, and never mind again! Corey actually dropping out the full combo. Oh my god. This is so evil what I did to Corey today. Apologies to Corey. Name. I might actually upload the video to YouTube doing apologies to Corey. Or I might not. But anyways, now with Notpx F-ing the map with the full combo here. And he might actually FC the map overall. Then, if Notpx is... I think Notpx is actually got the accuracy advantage anyway. We'll have to see the accuracies. Let's hope that Notpx does have the better accuracy. And oh my god, this is actually very, very close. I think this one singular miss from Curry does it. I think without that, I think without that miss, Curry would have won. And Notpx actually wins this match and actually goes to the round of 16 winners bracket. Pretty well played to both players here, and with that said, I think there's only one match left before the round of 16 showcase. If I look at the schedule here, this is actually gonna be Vegatron versus Femme Fiskar at 17 UTC, commented by Sparky and Epicman2. And okay. And for this current match, Notpx is actually gonna be going up against, in the round of 16, is gonna be going against Baguetka. So this is gonna be quite an interesting map, so stay tuned for all of the matches. This, especially the one, the Vegatron versus Femme Fiskar match later on in the day, and definitely tune in the map pool showcase too. So I think you've all enjoyed this match, and yeah, with all that said, I think it is time to get up and to tell you all to have a good day. Bye bye.